look, Americans, if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, you cannot be for what you see, this wholesale corruption, him selling the White House. This on top of taking a $400 million plane from Qatar. It just stinks, and voters begin to smell it. And when you look at those independent voters who are actually turning hard against the president right now, Republicans are going to have a hard time spinning this, and they're going to have to figure out how to spin this going into the midterm election. Because if those economic numbers keep rising, issues keep rising, and Lord forbid the unemployment rises like we just talked about, it's going to be a perfect storm against the Republicans.
Aaron, the president has repeatedly claimed the tariffs are not going to affect Americans. Again, he said it this week. Take a listen.
They're not hurting, they're helping, because they're creating jobs in America. We're creating tremendous amounts of jobs in America like you've never seen. We're having investment in America. We're not getting ripped off by every country in the world.
Does the business world buy any of this? I mean, are jobs being created? Is the investment as notable as he suggests? I mean, we just talked about potential unemployment.
We have not seen, we've seen unemployment tick up very, very slightly in the last few months. We have not seen the creation of any new jobs. Again, onshoring takes many, many years to build factories, to finance the building of those factories, and you have to have qualified, available employment. Also, the new factories are not the factories of decades ago. They are automated in large part. They use robotics. And so that's another component that is very, very expensive. Tariffs also weigh on the cost of building these factories with steel, aluminum, lumber, and all of the components that go in them. So, it's not as if just the policy of tariffs is, flawed. It's that changing our industrial manufacturing base takes years.
Cornell, again, the president saying they're not hurting, they're helping when it comes to tariffs. We're creating tremendous jobs in America like you've never seen. Well, the never seen part, perhaps. Is the public buying what he's saying?
No, his economic numbers show it. But let me say something much broader, right? And it is Wall Street. For better or worse, campaigns cost a lot of money in this country. And Wall Street and big corporations have bankrolled the president and Republicans. And at this point, when you look at the sort of uncertainty and chaos that he's inflicting, you have to ask, look, Wall Street, is the tax cuts worth it? Right? Are these tax cuts worth this sort of economic chaos and uncertainty? Because you know better. And here's the other thing. Look, Yamiche talked about it in the last segment.